Madam, I'm Tharshanan. So today I'm here to discuss and do a review about a movie which was a final project to us. So the movie name is Spare Parts. The Spare Parts movie basically is based on a true story. So what is the genre about this movie? So the genre about this movie, it is a drama movie. So then the movie released on January 16, 2015. So what is the cast on this movie? George Lopez, Marisa Tomei, Carlos Penavega, David Del Rio, and then Josh Julian. These are the five main characters in this movie. So now let's move on to the plot of this movie. Four Hispanic high school students form a robotics club under the leadership of their school newest teacher, Fed. So, with no experience, 800 bucks, used car parts, and a dream, this ragtag team goes up against the country reigning robotics champion, MIT. On their journey, they learn not only how to build a robot, they learn to build a bond that will last a lifetime.
Moral value. Did you learn anything from this movie? If you did, what was it? I did. The movie covers responsibility to family as well as loss and death. As a child of a family, we need to listen to our parents' advice because they have experienced the life before us and they know what's better for us. And as a parent, we also need to support our children on what they really want to do as long as that thing not harming them. Next, what part of the story told by the movie was the most powerful and why? The part is when Miguel himself discovered Hector was his great-great-grandfather. The movie is quite plot twisting because De La Cruz supposed to be his great-great-grandfather turned to be his biggest enemy of his family. Next, did anything that happened in this movie remind you of something that has occurred in your own life? Yes, it does. It reminds me of my family is also a musician since my great-great-grandfather. As a Kenyah tradition, we Kenyah play a lot of traditional instruments like sape, jatung utang, and sapelele. My family always encouraged me to play traditional music instrumental, turned out turning me to play the guitar in opposite genre. Thank you.
Ganesh, I'm going to talk about opinions about the movie Spare Parts. The first one is who was my favorite character in the movie and why. My favorite character in the movie is Oscar because he graduated in the Dean list without having a good certificate, and also the ceremony was attended by his family and also Barack Obama. So the second question will be character that I am angry with and why. The character that I am angry with and why is Mrs. Santillan because she didn't help her son Lorenzo Santillan to achieve his hope, but at the end he succeeded anyway. Okay, and what I like best about the movie is the reason I like the movie is the four kids who achieved their victory, although they are not rich and they are not rich and they graduated, and also they form a robotics club under the leadership with no experience and only 800 bucks, 800 bucks of money and car items, car parts, and that is the one of my favorite part. Okay, so the last one, each explanation above quote two examples from the movie, right? Okay, the first one, I will try something to know whether I can succeed or I can fail. So before trying, we shouldn't like give up. Okay, the second one is we shouldn't give up because whether it's a hard thing or it's whether it's hard or easy, you have to try first. Without, let's say you try, whether you succeed or you didn't succeed, this is second matter, but you have to try. You should never give up in any matter. Thank you, that's all.
Recommend this movie to a friend. State two reasons why. Yes, I would recommend this movie to a friend because it's a great movie. It helps teenagers realize that nothing is impossible. Everything is possible because this movie is based on 4 kids who grew up with nothing. They entered a competition, robotics underwater competition. They were able to beat few colleges in the United States. Even though they were high school students, they beat colleges, even the top ranking college, MIT. Not only that, I also recommend this movie to a friend because it's great to watch with your friends. It helps you bond because it teaches hardships of what a teenager goes through life every day. And the second question, do you agree with the ending of the movie? Yes, I agree with the ending of the movie because it showed how all 4 of the kids grew up, was able to succeed in life, even though they grew up having basically almost nothing. But it showed how a few of them, like Lorenzo, was able to he became a chef and was able to open his own restaurant and start a catering service. Not only that, another example is Oscar Vasquez. He was able to enter a university called ASU, also known as Arizona State University. He graduated on that university, and on his graduation day, he was highlighted for his achievement. And not only that, on his graduation day, the president himself, President Barack Obama himself, congratulated him and praised him for all his efforts, for all he did for his life just to succeed. And it's a bit sad because after a few months of his graduation, Oscar surrendered and had to be deported back to Mexico because technically he was an illegal immigrant and he had no papers of an official U.S. citizen. But after a few months, Senator Dick Durbin, if I'm not wrong, he pledged on his behalf to make Oscar Vasquez a full U.S. citizen. And after that, Oscar came back to the States and he enlisted back for the army, and he went around 2 to 3 tours to Afghanistan to serve his country. And the ending actually kind of teach me a lot that no matter how small or big you are, how poor you are, how rich you are, in the end, if you want to succeed in life, you just have to have that passion to keep moving forward and keep trying. No matter how many times you fail, just keep trying.